Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Light Sports Ramble. As always, my pleasure to come to you this morning. A little bit of a rainy day in Pittsburgh, but you know what? That's okay. Still going to be a great day. So anyone that's listening today, put a smile on your face, enjoy the day, share that smile with everyone you meet, and make it a great day. Let's get into sports. What are we going to talk about today? Got to be Major League Baseball playoffs. 2 great games yesterday. 2 great games. And those that listened yesterday know my rant about the 4 o'clock game. I hate the 4 o'clock time. I hate it. I didn't get to see that game. I could only see the highlights. Not good. Got to watch the night game. I got to watch the Dodgers and Cardinals. That was a good game. Then we're going to talk about the power rankings. And for my loyal listeners, I don't have much to rant about. I'm not going to get all worked up. I thought they did a pretty good job this week. Pretty good assessment, I think, of the top 10, except for my one rant that I'm going to have at the end of it. And then I'm going to throw a special twist into the show today. And it is not related to sports. Not related at all. So stay tuned for that. But let's get into the playoffs. And again, gotta whine one more time. I hate the 4 o'clock start time. I had to watch Gamecast. That is not the same as watching the game. The Napoli homer in the 7th inning I saw on Gamecast in words. But anyway, I'd mentioned yesterday in the Ramble that Lackey and Verlander have a great opportunity to both dominate. And guess what? They did. I thought it was going to come down to fundamentals and things of that nature. It came down to one blast. A home run. You know, and if we really wanted to break it down, did Verlander make a mistake? Did Napoli make a great play? It's neither here nor there. I'm looking at the pitching matchup, and that's what the playoffs are all about. I mean, both of these teams have great offensive players. They have the opportunity to put 7-8 runs on the board against an average pitcher at any time. These pitchers are going out and dominating the other team, and I love to see that in the playoffs. You need a solid staff, at least 3 deep. At least 3 deep to win. And I see this Boston-Detroit series going 7 games. By no means should Detroit hit the panic button. You're in this series. And I think it's going 7 games. And we very well could see. And it'll be a decision. I'm not sure what that decision will be. Game 6 Verlander, Game 7 Verlander. I don't know. A lot of it's probably going to play out to see what's going to happen in the next game. Is it 2-2? 3-1, we got to find out. But I don't think we've seen the last of Verlander in this series. The guy is pitching great, and I feel bad for him. The guy is dominating, and he can't help his team win because the Red Sox pitchers were just a little bit better. I mean, that's how precise you have to be to win in the playoffs. And it's great as a fan to be able to watch a game like that. And then flipping over to the night game, I do think it's time for the Dodgers to push the panic button. I know Greinke's going today, and maybe they can pull a win out today, but they're not winning this series. And this is why. They had the opportunity last night to make it a series. Last night was their chance. Lynn went through a little phase of struggling in the middle innings. And I thought they were going to get ready to pull him. What I heard on the radio is that it looked like Matheny was getting the bullpen ready to pull him out in the 5th inning when he was getting in trouble, losing a little bit of command, and the Dodgers bailed him out. And yes, I'm saying the Dodgers bailed him out because Lynn didn't have his great stuff. Lynn wasn't dominating. I can't recall the player. I think it was Ramirez. On first, they didn't advance him. did not advance the runner. And what did I say about the Boston-Detroit series? If you're going to win, you have to do the fundamentals. LA is not doing it. They're relying on the powerful offense. And in the playoffs, you're either going to look great because you're crushing the other team, or you're going to lose. And right now, the Dodgers are losing. They're relying on the power game and the high-octane offense, and it's not going to work. I think they lose today. I think the series is done this afternoon. Greinke's going to go out, going to pitch an okay game, but I don't think the Dodgers are going to score. I think the series is over. So let's move on to the power rankings. And when I looked at them, they came out, and not going to argue with the Broncos. I mean, they are, right now, the best team in the NFL. I think they have some weaknesses on defense. And Evan and I might throw that out on Twitter Talk tomorrow. You know, who do we think might be the first team to beat the Broncos? Getting off topic, we've got a great show tomorrow night. Packer Talk, Twitter Talk, my co-host Evan Watallison and myself. We might throw that into Twitter Talk on the second part of it. But I really think, too, and I'm finally going to give Seattle the props, I think they need to move up to 3. I mean, you got to move Seattle up. They're just winning games. I don't think they're putting complete games together right now. But I think based on how everything's falling, Seattle deserves to be number 3. Saints should be down to 4. Patriots right there at 5 with them. And, you know, the thing is, I know the Patriots beat the Saints. But if we replay that game 10 times, I think the Saints are a better team. I think the Patriots had an opportunity. I mentioned it earlier in the week. There's not a better quarterback that I'd rather have than Tom Brady leading my team. But as an overall team right now, I still think the Saints are better than the Patriots. I would move the Colts down. I'd move the 49ers ahead of them. I know the 49ers stumbled there after week 1, after destroying the Packers. But it looks like the 49ers are getting consistent again. And when I watched the Colts on Monday night, against what I think is an average Charger team, the Chargers rushed right up the gut on them. And that's the second game in the row the Colts have allowed that. And as a football fan, I know that if you can control the middle of the line and control the line and run up the gut, you're probably going to be able to control the game because you're going to control the clock. You're going to keep the chains moving. You're going to get your 3rd and shorts. And you're just going to mentally defeat the other team by jamming it down their throat. And the Colts have a problem in the middle. And that could spell disaster. So I would move the Colts down. I think they're declining until they fix the middle of that defensive line. And my only other beef with the top 10. When are we going to not overrate the Bears? Why are they ahead of the Lions? Why? Why are they still ahead of the Lions? If you look at the teams, I'm not even worried about the head-to-head win the Lions had. Look position by position, offense, defense, special teams. The Lions are better than the Bears. They are not the 10th best team in the NFL. I could argue that the Cowboys are just as good as the Bears. So let's get the Bears out of the top 10, please. What is it going to take? I don't know where all this love for the Bears is coming from. Yeah, they came out like gangbusters. But after that, they're an average team to me. An average team, not the 10th best team. So until they prove that to me, get them out of the top 10. So there's my rant on the Bears. And it's not just because I'm a Packer fan. I'm talking as an NFL fan. It's easy to see that. So with that said, folks, I've got a few minutes to throw a special twist into the Red Light Sports Ramble today. Now, I think my listeners and even my followers on Twitter think that Troy is just this 24/7 sports guy. Yeah, I work. I have a good job. But outside of work, and even at work, it's sports. You know, I'm always talking about sports. I do the ramble. I'm talking about sports. I'm a former athlete. We all think it's about sports. Well, I'm going to crush this little myth. I do have other things that I watch on TV other than sports. And it just so happens that I enjoy music. And my music taste ranges everything from jazz and blues to hard rock to punk. It's whatever I'm in the mood for. I don't have a favorite genre. I'll listen to it all. I listen to all kinds of music. I just like good music. And so a show that I really enjoy watching, and I actually DVR it. If somebody asks me, what's in your DVR? This show will be in my DVR. And it's The Voice on NBC. I love this show. Now, it brings a lot. Not only the music, but I love the banter between Blake Shelton and Adam Levine. I think that is entertainment. And so half the time, I enjoy what they're going to say to each other. And so I DVR'd this week. And last night, after the Dodger-Cardinal game, I flipped on the DVR and I watched. And I cracked up during the battle rounds when Blake Shelton said to Adam Levine, "You're an idiot." That is awesome. I love that banter. That is entertainment to me. So I don't know how many of my listeners actually watch The Voice or even care about The Voice. But last night, I actually got to give props to two people. And I know there's more battle rounds going on, but I've watched every season. And normally when they sing, I'm doing other things. Maybe doing a little bit of research, maybe doing some homework, doing some things. But when I hear a voice and a song, and it catches my attention and I watch the TV, now I'm enticed. There's my entertainment. And I'm going out on the Red Light Sports Ramble today. I now have two favorites on this season of The Voice. And I went and I'm now following them on Twitter. Like either of these people care who I am or that I'm even mentioning them. But last night on The Voice, I enjoyed the performance by Gray. It was an unbelievable performance. I'm cheering for Gray. And the other person I'm cheering for is Bordeaux on Blake Shelton's team. I am following both of you. You are now my favorite singers on The Voice. I'm cheering for both of you. So, again, I wanted to throw that special twist in there, folks, because Troy does listen to other things other than sports. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed the ramble today. I will catch you at the next red light. Tune in tomorrow night, Thursday night, always a fun episode with my co-host Evan Watallison and myself. Packer recap, Packer preview, and then some Twitter talk. Again, tweet your topics. We'll talk about it tomorrow night, folks. Enjoy the day. Put a smile on your face. I'll see you at the next red light.